Hello, my name is Ron Mitchell, and I'm the CEO and founder of Virgil. So before I get started, everyone always asks us the derivation of the name. Anyone that's ever read Dante's Inferno, where Dante is traversing the levels of hell, they might know that the Roman poet Virgil is his guide. And we think of the job search and navigation process as hell, and everyone needs their own Virgil. So what does Virgil do? We address three different stakeholders. We address the job seeker. And so we provide that job seeker who doesn't know what they need to do to attain and achieve certain career goals, a detailed roadmap that helps them figure out what they need to do at what point in their career, and a personalized development, skill development roadmap that connects them to resources. For recruiters, what we're able to do is provide a competency-based analysis set where they can find people by individual score for specific roles, and then they can actually dig in and find a detailed skill development profile on that person. And then for talent development organizations or large companies, we're able to provide transparency on the career progression through the organization. We've built over 500 of these micro-assessments, everything from a line cook and welder to a machine learning scientist and an investment banker. And so what do we mean by micro-assessment? We figured out a way to build a competency-based sort of quick assessment tool that can assess the competencies, skills, behaviors, experiences of somebody in less than 2 minutes, and then deliver them a score that tells them how competitive they are for that particular opportunity. They score people between 0 and 6, and we also then can compare them to their peer group and tell them how competitive they are on a relative basis as well. Then we're able to connect them to specific jobs that they may be competitive for. And we give the employers the capability to limit the degree, the scope and the number of people that actually receive those jobs based on their skill. We can source from any kind of different sort of job source, internal job sources out of human capital management systems to Indeed.com. But most importantly, what we deliver is a personalized skill development roadmap that provides very granular skill development advice. When you dig into each skill, it tells the individual not only what they need to do, but why it's important. They can request feedback from a mentor, a supervisor, or a peer, and they can also get directed to specific skill development resources that help them skill up. And that can all be customized for an organization, so we can integrate with their internal course providers to deliver the right material when they need to be delivered. But we also find it's important to surface opportunities for people, to recommend career pathways to people. So every time anyone answers any questions, we're rescoring every single assessment in the database, right? So that hierarchy then shows, if they want to make a switch from finance into marketing, it will actually show them which careers within the marketing function they are best fit for. But we also realize that it's not just competencies. I'm a reformed investment banker and venture capitalist, but I choose that I don't want to do that anymore. So just because I'm capable of doing it doesn't mean that I want to do it. So we allow them to actually rate each of their skills and experiences by what they like, they dislike, they love, and then surface opportunities to them based on what their interest level is, as well as what their competency set is. At the end, and this is really important, we developed this really rich and robust competency-based profile automatically for every user. So now you can go in and you can find and search for individuals, not only by score to find out who they are, but then you can actually sort their skill sets by individual role, right? So I can see Ron Mitchell's skill set as an investment banker and all his skills. I can see Ron Mitchell's skill set as a product manager and all his skills, and so on and so forth. We also then give Ron Mitchell the capability to add validations to each of his skill, right? So he can add, he can provide text. There are video questions. He can actually have a profile statement for a particular role that he's experienced in. That's that's different than an investment banking role versus a product role. We also have the ability to attach different credentials that validate each one of your skills. So this becomes a living, breathing document that actually travels and is portable with the user. Even if it's used and surfaced within an enterprise, their data migrates with them, and they can use it on our open virgilcareers.com platform. As you might imagine, we're collecting a lot of data on people, right? So then we can do very unique and interesting things with that data. So not only can an organization see the skill disparities of their people, and you have to imagine that most of these organizations don't have that data. But now we can also connect to outcomes and tie individual skills to outcomes. So we're using machine learning to actually link and perform that analysis. It also has allowed us to surface differences and disparities between cohorts. So all this talk around technology and diversity in technology, and it's based on very little data. But how about if we could understand what the skills, competencies were for women and minorities versus white men across the whole organization? Now organizations actually have that information. We are monetizing this and validating it across 4 different verticals. The corporate space, the workforce space, the academic space, and the association space. These organizations pay us anywhere between $10,000 to $100,000 for our application and to customize it for their organizations. We've done all this without raising $50,000 because a friend wanted to give it to me. I basically spun this technology out of an existing company that I had, and so we've self-funded it. We are break even, but we will be probably out in the market this year trying to raise additional capital for the business. We also like our system because we can work with everybody. We've built APIs that allow us to integrate into job boards. So imagine this job board experience that you get everywhere you go, LinkedIn, Indeed. You have to click on each job to figure out and read the job description to figure out how qualified you are. But what if you could take an assessment right there as you're looking at the job and then have all of the jobs be resorted based on your experience level or your competency for that particular role? And that's some of the integrations that we're doing with some of our specific partners. But whether you're a course provider and we can feed courses in like a Pluralsight or a Coursera, all of those are partners for us. We make that process much more efficient for those organizations as opposed to thinking of them as competitors of ours. So again, my name is Ron Mitchell. I'm the CEO and founder. We are presenting tomorrow. I mean, I think we do have a demo in the demo area about 4 o'clock tomorrow, so if anyone wants to come by. But please, if you are a venture capitalist or an angel, please come up and talk to me. But also, if you have another company in this space that you think you can partner with us, I'd love to speak with you as well. We're going to raise about $1 million is what we need to sort of build out the team and grow. Boom, 4 seconds left.